The Growlthax Armada hung over the dead moon of Cerex for like a swarm of mechanized locusts, their matte black hulls blotting out the distant sun. 500 warships, each bristling with energy cannons and planetary siege weapons, drifted in perfect formation, silent, cold, and supremely confident. Admiral Zrava of the Growlthax Dominion clicked his mandibles and signaled his science officer. "Report. What resistance do we expect?" "None, Admiral," replied Lieutenant Screen. "Planet Gyra, designated Earth by the natives, shows no significant military activity. Their orbital presence is negligible. Primitive radio chatter. No sign of deep space defenses. Scanners indicate nothing." Zrava emitted a satisfied purr. "Then let us proceed. Begin descent pattern." But 30 seconds later, the fleet's outermost ships began disappearing. Not exploding, not combusting, vanishing, one by one. No warning, no energy spikes, no weapons fire, no hyperspace signatures. Just gone. "What? What is this?" screamed Screen, antennae quivering. "I'm recalibrating the scanners. Why weren't we alerted?" "No energy readings, Admiral. No signatures. It's as if something is cloaked beyond comprehension." On the bridge's main viewer, the Armada's formation began unraveling. Entire cruisers disappeared mid-transmission. Communications cut off as if silence itself had reached out and swallowed them. And then something appeared, not on sensors, not on any wavelength, only visible to the eye. A single ship. One. It drifted into the heart of the fleet formation like a ghost, its jagged hull a mess of matte black plating and crimson pulse lines. No insignia, no identification, no life signs, no heat signature. Zrava stared at the screen. "What in the void is that?" "No match in the galactic archives," hissed Screen. "It's not listed among any known empire, ancient or current." "Why didn't we detect it earlier?" "Because..." Screen's voice cracked. "Because it wasn't there before. It arrived in between time slices, between sensor intervals. That's not possible. Nothing moves like that." It moved again. One moment it was static. The next it was behind them, then beside them, then gone again. Ships started detonating from within, imploding without external force. Zrava watched in horror as a dreadnought 3 kilometers long folded inwards like paper. Screaming crew members vaporized by an internal gravitational spike. "This is no ship," he murmured. "It's a predator." Suddenly their comms blinked. "Not incoming. Internal." A voice spoke. A human voice. "To the Growlthax Dominion. This is Earth's final warning. You came with arrogance, with assumptions, with scanners. You thought power was measured in fleet mass and energy output. But Earth doesn't advertise its real weapons." The voice paused. Something metallic creaked inside their own ship. "You scanned for missiles, not mathematics. You searched for energy readings, not revenge. You forgot we were born on a death world." Screen screamed as his console melted into slag. The bridge darkened. Zrava barked, "Emergency jump. Get us out, Al." Too late. A wave of absolute darkness, like an absence of existence itself, spread from the strange ship and enveloped the core of the fleet. Ships began to freeze mid-motion, suspended as if trapped in a simulation glitch. Tom stuttered around them. Then it collapsed. 100 Growlthax ships blinked out of existence in perfect synchrony. All that remained was static and the silent hum of the void. Zrava stared at the holoscreen, his mandibles trembling. How could one human ship? The answer came not from comms, not from scanners, but from memory. From a single intelligence report that had been buried and dismissed by the High Command. Project HADS. Highly Advanced Dimensional Engagement System. It had been a rumor. A whisper about Earth's last-ditch contingency program after the siege of Europa Colony. Supposedly, it involved manipulating gravitational dimensions and localized time dilation, technology far beyond even the core civilizations. "No one builds ships like that," Zrava muttered. "It violates known physics." But humans didn't ask permission from physics. They threatened it. And physics blinked. A second human ship arrived. Then a third. Still silent. Still invisible to scanners. Still unreadable. A calm voice echoed again across what was left of the fleet. You should have scanned for instinct. You should have measured trauma. You should have accounted for loss. We did. And we built this ship in its image. Zrava fell to his knees. For the first time in Dominion history, the Growlthax surrendered before a shot was fired at their command ship.